Cool stuff. So my name is Nick. I hail from LevelUp, which is a startup here in the Boston area. We have been around for about 6 years. LevelUp as a product though is about 3 years old. And we're a mobile payments company that's probably best known for the LevelUp app. So the LevelUp app is a free app that you can download for iPhone or Android. You download it on your screen, you sync a credit card or a debit card to it, and then it will display a QR code. Back? Yes? No? Maybe so? Oh, sweet. Displays a QR code. This QR code is actually what's used at the point of transaction to make your payment. So there's a scanner like this, you scan your code, payment goes through, ta-da, we're good to go. And a couple years ago, this was really cool, right? Because QR codes are awesome, and mobile phones are awesome. And so putting them together, we should have a product that everyone's using. But that's not how cool works, right? Like, you can't just be cool to get adoption. And like Sarah mentioned before, you actually need, we had a kind of a two-sided market that we were playing for. We had to get consumers on board, and we had to also get merchants on board. So what we decided to do was we decided to go the merchant route. And we were going to tackle merchants and say, hey, we're not going to give you a solution on a better way to pay. What we're going to provide you is data. And not big data, not like the sexy big data that everyone talks about, like regular sized data, but regular sized data that was totally relevant to their business. So we started to teach them about how their customers behave, how often their customers come back, what the average ticket spend was, and we took all this data and we married it to marketing. So created these campaigns, things like a loyalty campaign, where every time someone spends X at a business, they would get Y as credit. And it was super easy to redeem because they were just using their phone to pay. Now, you can't see this, only I can, but one of my favorite campaigns is actually this campaign that we have called the Make It Rain campaign. And what we do is we actually work with the merchant, so they set it up, and it's an email campaign that anytime it's raining at that merchant, which is typically a very bad thing for our merchants. It starts raining, it starts snowing, people don't go outside, they don't transact. So once it starts raining, we plug into a weather API, pull the data, recognize it's raining, and then email out everyone in the surrounding area and say, hey, if you come within the next 3 hours while it's still raining, we'll give you $5 of credit just for showing up. And that's how we're able to drive business to those users. So by bridging those two things, we were able to kind of influence user behavior and influence it in a really interesting way. LevelUp, at places that accept via the LevelUp app, there are anywhere between 7 to 12% of the transactions happening via our app. That's right in line with what's happening at Starbucks. Starbucks sees about 11% of their transactions via a mobile app. But one of the cool things that we realized was once we started to work with larger and larger businesses, we started to white label the solution. So again, you can't see it, but there are about 20 different apps on my screen, which are all powered by the LevelUp platform. Some of them we built, others were built by another company using our SDK. Equinox is a good example of that. And with our white label merchants, what we've seen is because we're tapping into the trust that the user has with that merchant, we're seeing more and more people adopt mobile payments as a solution versus cash or credit card. So for example, has anyone heard of Sweetgreen? It's a franchise, there are some hands out there. It's a franchise primarily in the DC area. They have about 20 locations. It's a salad franchise. They're right in Copley. They're awesome if you've never been there. They have the Sweetgreen app, and what Sweetgreen sees when you go in, because it's their loyalty program, because it's their app, because people trust Sweetgreen as a brick and mortar business, they trust us as a payment solution there. And we see about 27% of the transactions at Sweetgreen happen via the Sweetgreen app. So when I was quoting 11% for Starbucks, we're talking about 27%. That's a huge jump in terms of mobile payments. It's actually bigger than what Sweetgreen sees with combined use of both Discover and Amex. So with that, I think I have about a minute left. I have something really cool to show you, which I will not show you because it's impossible for me to do so. But I'll briefly talk about it. We've recently opened up our platform, which allows other third parties to use our SDK or plug into our API to access some really interesting data. So along those lines, one of the more recent people to do it was Foodler. Has anyone ever ordered using Foodler before? It's an online ordering play? Cool. So now when you sign into Foodler, check this out. The next time you use Foodler, you can actually use LevelUp as a way to pay on Foodler. You sync your account, and then that means like instead of using cash or a credit card for the delivery and takeout, you can now use your LevelUp account. This is super cool for Foodler, because now they can tap into things like the loyalty campaign, the Make It Rain campaign, that previously they didn't have access to in store. It's super cool for merchants because now it gives them some flexibility. They're able to accept in-store transactions or online delivery. And it's really cool for users as well. Because if you're going to a business and you're using it as your loyalty program, now it doesn't matter if you order online or order in store, it all counts towards the same loyalty, both in terms of the redemption and in terms of the credit that you can use. So thank you so much for bearing with me. Any questions? Sir.
Okay, we heard from Nick at LevelUp, who gave us a really quick description of his company and their product, but it's time to get a little bit more dirty into the details and learn more about the company. I decided to go to their website, which is the levelup.com, and we're looking at it now. And here is the actual LevelUp scanning device, and they have a picture of a smartphone and a customer having their smartphone being scanned by the LevelUp device. Let's just take a closer look at the website and see what information is presented here. It talks about leave your wallet at home. Download the LevelUp app for the iPhone, Android, and Windows Phone and start paying with your phone today. It talks about engineered for security. So you can securely link, so you're going to be linking your debit card and your credit card to your LevelUp account. It says it's engineered for ease, so to be the head of the business, you can scan your code at the LevelUp scanner, which we just saw above, and get an instant digital receipt seconds later. And then it's engineered for rewards. So you're going to save money instantly when you try new places. You can unlock more rewards when you return to those places. And so pay with LevelUp near you. And so it says here that LevelUp is associated with more than 5,000 locations nationwide. And so this is really cool. It has a map here, and this is definitely a map of Boston. Perfect. And so if there are any sort of stores in areas where you live or where you shop, here are some sort of markers of where LevelUp could actually be utilized. And then it gives you an opportunity to join LevelUp. You can join using Facebook, which is very common, or you can join via email. So that's what is provided for consumers. Now let's take a look at what is being said for businesses on their website. All right, and so they start with the actual scanner that the business owners will use with the LevelUp app. It says LevelUp is the largest mobile payment network in the nation. Wow, I didn't know that. But paying with your phone is just the beginning. So let's see. It starts with what is LevelUp, and so that's a good place to start. Let's click that. All right, so this is the answer to what is LevelUp. It says over 1 million customers are already paying with LevelUp at 5,000 businesses across the country. More businesses are joining every day for 3 simple reasons: to save money, to make more money, and to learn more about their customers. And we got a little bit of a description about how they are using data that they are getting from customers of business owners that are using the app to tell the business owners about behaviors of their customers. So how does it work? Okay, so this is the back of the scanner. It says here, customers are going to download the free LevelUp app and link a card. So that's going to be the customer's credit card or the customer's debit card. And then they simply scan the QR code on their phone. This is the QR code at the point of sale. So that would be at the location of the store. And then seconds later, they will receive a digital receipt to confirm their payment. Okay, there are 4 ways to accept. LevelUp is easy to use as it is flexible. Whether you are a service restaurant, fine dining establishment, LevelUp will integrate into your workflow. So below, it kind of gives you a, I would call it maybe a flow chart of how the system works. So POS is point of sales integrated. So it says that LevelUp integrates with most major point of sale systems. A LevelUp scanner, which we saw above, the scanner plugs directly into the point of sale and is ready to read the user's QR code. The point of sale relays the code securely to LevelUp to complete the transaction. So it can also be standalone. So rather than being connected to the scanner, it can be utilized here with a smartphone. It says you don't have a point of sales that supports LevelUp. You can use a standalone LevelUp tablet plus scanner to process LevelUp payments. So you will need the scanner. The scanner reads the QR code and you enter the amount on the tablet, which then completes the transaction. So you will use this is the scanner here, and you're going to use the scanner here as well. Now this is with the mobile app. The LevelUp Merchant app, so this is the business owner's app, can be downloaded for free for the iPhone from the iPhone store or for Android's Google Play. The Merchant app uses the smartphone's camera to read the QR code, then enter the amount and complete the transaction. So it seems here that you have a system that the scanner connects to. Here, it seems that you have a tablet that the scanner connects to. And then here, you're just going to use the mobile app to do the transaction. And then lastly is online and in-app ordering. Well, let's see what that is. LevelUp integrates with many online ordering, e-commerce, and in-app ordering platforms, enabling your customers to pay with LevelUp no matter where they're interacting with your business. All right, so you could do this online. You could do this face-to-face with just your mobile app. You can use the scanner with a tablet, or you can use the scanner with the point of sales. All right, so now they're talking about the dashboard. It says location-specific transaction data, customer analytics, that's talking about the customer behavior, and a sophisticated marketing platform, all built into one comprehensive business dashboard. So here's the customer database. They're giving us an example of what this interface looks like, which is fantastic. So they have a feel for the customer, the first time the customer makes a visit, the last time the customer had made a visit to the establishment, how much money they're spending on average, the total amount of money that they're spending, and their total number of visits in the days between the time that they made their first and their last visit, days between visits. All right, so this is really interesting information because it can tell you how frequently your customers are coming to your store and how much money they're spending. Let's see what else. So they have campaign analytics. Now, we were already told about the Make It Rain campaign, so that when it's raining or snowing outside and folks really don't want to go out, they can receive some emails that will offer them some credits if they do come out and visit your store. So here is the interface for the campaign analytics, and so it just kind of seems like I can't see it very clearly, but I'm thinking these are months down here. And let's see here. It's really kind of too small to really figure out all the information that's being provided, but it looks like there's information broken down by months. Cost and revenue is provided. And then it talks about demographics. So I'm assuming this is going to be the demographics of your customers. So how old your customers are, the gender of your customers, and the top 10 locations, Boston Commons, okay. And then location analysis. Here, just like we saw before with the map, you see some markers of locations. Here's the address, the total sales volume at that location, the total transaction count, unique customers, so these are new customers, your repeat customers, the average amount spent during a transaction, and the date of first transaction that's being provided. And this is specific to the location. And then here's your sales analysis. And here it seems as if they're providing some dates, total amount of money spent across the number of orders. So they're giving you some information about how much business is being made and who's bringing in the business, who your customers are. And so here's the campaign builder. LevelUp campaign infrastructure is built to solve your business problems in a way that's trackable and effective. All right. And so we have some new campaigns here that will be offered to your customers. Enable birthday campaign. I love those. On my birthday, if they can send me coupons for stuff, it's kind of like giving yourself a gift. So I love that idea. And then they have their featured campaign. These are campaigns that are designed to drive revenue. And so they have your first visit, bring new customers in the door, and motivate existing ones to join your program on LevelUp. After each transaction, customers will be prompted to invite their friends to try out your businesses on Facebook, Twitter, social networking. All right, so it's kind of like bring a friend campaign. And then you have your loyalty campaign, which motivates your customers to come back again. And then you have your re-engagement. We like to believe that every customer will always come back, but sometimes they forget. So you want to re-engage them, get them excited about your business again. We saw the birthdays. Make my day. What is make my day? Target your customers who aren't coming regularly. All right, so at least once per week. Wow. Okay, so a regular customer comes once a week to the business. I guess that would have to be, if I think about a business in which you will visit every single week, it would have to be maybe like a coffee shop or a food shop. I don't know how many people who could afford to go shopping for clothing or shopping for shoes every week. So some businesses may want to alter what their idea of regular visits to their business. Time shift. Your morning customers only love your coffee but have never tried your sandwiches. Your lunch customers pass you by on the way to work to grab coffee at Starbucks. Use time shift to invite your morning customers to try your lunch and vice versa. Oh, okay. So this is trying to get people to come at different times other than the times that they tend to regularly attend. Refer a friend, we saw that. You're inviting your friends on Facebook and Twitter. And just one more time, target customers who are visiting any sort of number of times per week and motivate them to visit just one more time per week. Oh, okay. So if they're coming once a week, you're going to try to get them to come at least twice a week now. All right, so these are very interesting campaigns that I think would definitely vary based on the type of business that you have. And then you could, as a business owner, because we're talking about business owners, you can get started with LevelUp by signing up here. So let's see what else we have. What does it cost? This is a very important question for business owners. Simple, transparent pricing. We love to know how much it's going to cost. Payment processing and campaigns. So payment processing for just 2% flat. Next day payments every day to any bank account. No hidden fees, no monthly fees. It's that simple. All right, so for every transaction, the business owners will pay 2% of that transaction, okay? And for campaigns are entirely pay for performance. We charge a fee of 25% of the incentive you offer, only if it's used. All right, so when a person uses a campaign, they charge a little bit more, and they charge that based on the actual incentive that is provided. No charge back guarantee. LevelUp unique security model means that when we approve a transaction, we mean it. Credit card processors reserve the right to change their minds on payments up to 90 days later with huge chargeback fees and very little room for dispute. This can often be as much as 0.5% of the total volume. With LevelUp, we vouch for the customer when we approve the transaction and we stand by it. All right, and one-time hardware fees, because we know that there's that scanner. The scanner itself is going to be $50. So the scanner plugs into most point-of-sale systems or be plugged into the tablet. It scans the customer's QR code and securely relays the data to the point of sales or that tablet, which completes the transaction. So it seems like this is a flat fee, just $50 for the scanner because it doesn't say a month. But over here we do see something that says a month for your point of sales. If it doesn't support LevelUp, you can plug your scanner into a tablet. When a customer scans their QR code, you simply enter the final sales price into the tablet, which then connects to LevelUp wirelessly to complete the transaction. So if you have to use your tablet, because the scanner can also plug into the tablet, if you're using the tablet, you have a monthly fee. So it would be more economical to have it work through the point of sale system, because this is gonna be a monthly fee for a business owner. LevelUp White Label. Our mobile payment and loyalty expertise has been crafted from years of work. LevelUp White Label lets your business take the best of our technology and integrate it into an app that's 100% your brand. So that means that you take their app and you put your name on it. Then you have your resellers and then you have your developers. This is pretty interesting. If you also want to learn more about LevelUp, take a look at their website at thelevelup.com and check it out.